Hello, everybody. Mr. G, Retro Gamer here. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I actually started collecting. I was already collecting. I was already gaming. I was already getting my stuff. Already knew about trading. I already knew about going to garage sales. I already knew about how to, get deals during my times of actually going through and collecting. I already said it from Atari. I used to go to garage sales and actually used to even go to swap meets, flea markets to get the good deals and stuff like that. So I was very young when I did all that. Moving forward during the times when I had between, it was I think 2004. It was like 2004 when I actually started more with the collecting, going back to the NES. Um, as I said, I used to go to flea markets, stuff like that, friends as well, trade-ins and stuff. Until one friend of mine that I used to work at Target, me and him, we went places. We used to go to all these places to get good deals with Nintendo. We used to even kind of compete to find out who would get, games. Also, eBay. eBay back then, it was awesome. I thought, you could get good deals. The bidding and stuff like that. If you knew how to bid, you were able to get good deals. I remember during those times, um, games like Contra Force. I know it's not a good that great of a game. It's not really like a Contra, but I actually got that one for $40. I remember around that time. Um, I remember even my friend was like, "Wow, I want that game." So I'm like, he traded me few games, money. He gave me money plus he gave me few games for it, games that I didn't have. So I'm like, okay. So he gave me money, so I bought another copy of Contra Force. Um, we also used to go to this guy around the area in San Diego, Nintendo Dan. We went a few times. I went a few times. I remember around that time, and man, we used to get a lot of cheap games, $1, 50 cents games and stuff like that. So that was actually pretty cool. During working at Target, um, I used to. It was so cool. I used to be the one that was in electronics, so I always wear my Nintendo shirts all the time. So I was always called. They used to call me something about retro gamer or whatever, or something like that. Mr. G retro game. I don't know. I really don't remember how it started. The whole, retro. But I used to always have my Nintendo shirts all the time. Um, with my vest, so I was able to pull it off. Have my little Zelda shirt or whatever with my vest, so I pulled it off there in electronics because we always had to have red and khaki, always red and khaki. So I was always like, if it was electronic time, put my vest, work in electronics. So I was there during the times of the GameCube when it actually came out. I also worked there when the PlayStation 2 was already kind of out. I think it was in two. I worked there from 2001 June. So I was there during the times that systems and handhelds were coming out as well. So that was actually pretty cool witnessing from all those times. So that got me going more collecting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I actually started more collecting with my friend. From Target. I kind of miss the guy. We used to go all the time and going back and forth, playing some, you know, just always trying to find out who had more or who's gonna get more, who was gonna collect more and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Um, like around 2011, that's when I had to sell my stuff. I had 189 Nintendo games. Um, I had my Nintendo 6. I had a green Nintendo 64, the jungle green, with a lot of games. So I sold basically everything. During that time, the Nintendo was actually kind of dripping down. I never saw it went up yet. It wasn't up yet. It was actually coming down, down, down more. Games were still cheap around those times and everything. That year, later on that year, that's when everything went up. I had Mighty Final Fight that I saw in Kobe's swap meet for $3. Actually, yeah, it was actually I got everything. I got like 4 or 5 games for $5. So, and one of them was Mighty Final Fight. I do regret it. I regret selling my stuff. You know, something that's gonna always irk me because I see how the game's already up there and everything. So collecting is getting harder. Um, Not impossible. You can still get cheap games and stuff like that. You could, if you know how to hassle, you know how to get games, respectfully and everything, you know, you're able to, start getting your collections or start with the collections or getting a collection. But, the main ones that I had, the expensive ones, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, I could get them. If not, see what happens. There's emulators, there's all this stuff, whatever. But I like physical games. I like the actual copy. No, I don't do that. But but yeah, having the actual cartridge is pretty cool. So that's how I started collecting, or started more into collection. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.